making a lobster roll today. So Matthew's gonna eat the lobster roll and I'm gonna eat the lobster using the rice paper. So thank you for joining us. Here we go. You're excited, Matthew?
You're so performative. It's just...
You're excited to make the lobster roll?
No, not really. You're so performative. I mean, like, I'm hungry. And this is an educational video, I suppose, but...
Okay, Matthew is excited. So let's go. You have your, I just cooked the lobster tail right there. So your job, Matthew, is to de-shell the lobster shell. I just did one. I threw it in there and we're gonna butter it. The last time I had a lobster roll was in Boston, right in the middle. And it was very good, and the reason it was so good was because it has a lot of butter. Yeah, so just press it down really hard. Don't be afraid of the lobster. It's already dead, Matthew.
I was roiling.
Okay, so just take it apart and pick it out. Tear it apart pretty quickly. Just break it. That's okay because we're gonna cut it in chunks. Take that out. I'm gonna go ahead and de-shell the other one for you. So this is what I see on the Food Network. They poke it out in the middle and then they just press it down real quick. So there you go. Just take it apart. Nope. Oh.
I just like to smell it.
Oh. Does it smell like the sea? It's supposed to smell like the sea.
I mean, like, yeah. It smells fishy.
Well, I didn't cook it all the way because I want to sear it with butter. So it's probably harder to take it apart. Because if it's fully cooked, you can take it apart pretty well. So I'm just gonna take it apart. And you got it apart. Go ahead and just cut it in
chunks.
Let me go wash my hand. Put this away. Okay, turn this on. Okay, transfer that over here. Turn the oven off. I have a croissant in there for you. We're going to serve it up on a croissant because one of the other things that I remember when I had a lobster roll when I was in Boston was that the bread was also buttery. So instead of me buying bread, let's go back to the camera, buying bread and then buttering it, we're going to use croissant because you know what's in the croissant?
Butter.
Very much a butter bread. So what I just put in here is shallots and garlic in the lobster. I want you to, I'm gonna get about 2 chunks of the butter in there for me.
Okay, very big, but I'll do
it. Just enough to get that coated. Let me just rinse this out real quick. Just pour out. Probably gonna want some more. Did I say this is gonna be a lot of butter? Do you want any seasoning here?
Sure. What kind of seasoning?
Well, you like spices? Yeah. Look in the spice rack. You want to put in, let's see. I think, well, paprika would be too strong.
You want to bring the camera so that we're looking at the food?
How do you do that?
You just...
I normally leave the camera.
Why?
But so.
I want to make it stationary. You gotta give us so much stuff here.
Now you got the egg roll. I have the egg roll station over here. It's the lobster roll station. Okay. All right.
Okay,
so somehow you changed the lighting on the camera here.
Huh?
Somehow you changed the lighting on the camera.
Well, it's bright over here. Okay.
I think just The black pepper.
Black pepper?
Black pepper would be good. We're going to add sriracha to the lobster.
Where's black pepper?
It's somewhere in there, Matthew.
Okay.
So I think this is pretty good. I think it has enough butter in here already. Yeah, so just black pepper in there. Good. Okay, we're almost done with the lobster roll, Matthew. The next step is to go ahead and cut up some of the celery leaf.
Like finely chopped?
Yes, finely chopped. It's gonna go inside of your sandwich. So while you're doing that, I'm just gonna add in some mayo to the lobster meat. Carefully. And then I'm gonna add in some sriracha. We already had salt and pepper in there already. Actually, we didn't have salt and pepper. We only added pepper. So let me add some. Go ahead and mix that up. So I'm just adding in the salt and pepper. While you're doing that, I'm going to grab the bread that I've been toasting in the oven here. Nice and warm. Okay, so what is a good chef? What is a sign of a good chef?
Tasting your own food.
Taste as you go. So taste the lobster. Is that seasoned right to you? I'm going to plate this up. More mayonnaise, more sriracha.
We're good on the sriracha. No, I think it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah?
It's fine.
Okay, then
I just wish it was fresh, you know?
Yeah, well, you know what?
This would be great if it was fresh.
We don't live in Boston, dear. We live in, where are we?
The Pacific Northwest, where seafood is very available, right?
Yeah, well, salmon are fresh, halibut are fresh, but for some reason I couldn't find fresh lobster, so we got to deal with what we have. So I have down here croissant bread, and then I put lettuce over.
Mm-hmm.
Don't use all of it, just save me some so I can make the rice roll.
Oh, fuck me.
Matthew, we're still filming, so no cursing.
You can say things on YouTube.
Nope, not on my channel.
YouTube
Focus.
Free domain.
Focus. So I put chips on the plate for him because I remember last time I had lobster roll in Boston. It was, you can have some more because I don't need all that much. Or maybe we can save some for Dad. Yeah?
Yeah.
Save some for Dad. 3 lobster tail, and we're going to make 3 meal out of this. So that's all that you want?
Mm-hmm.
So here is the lobster roll for Matthew, and I'm going to be doing my version, which is the rice paper. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start making my own rice paper roll. Dip the rice paper in the water, and I rotate it around. I don't let it sit there for very long. Just make sure that it's dry. These are the thicker rice noodle. They're not very thin, so it'll be perfect for the lobster because the lobster are chunkier than most of the fillings that I have used for the rice paper. So I'm just gonna put a lettuce, the same lettuce that I put on the croissant for Matthew here. Put the lettuce down. Put a few chunks of the lobster meat here. Don't need that much. And then I'm gonna add in a couple of the celery stick because I love jicama, so I'm gonna put in some jicama there. This is a rice paper roll, so every time I make a rice paper roll, I always put mint. And then I want something a little bit more crunchy, So I'm using not the chips that Matthew's eating, but these are the Vietnamese chip. We call it bánh phồng tôm, which is the shrimp chips. So I'm just gonna crunch it. I can't put the whole chip in there, but I'm gonna crunch it, crumble it, kind of like breadcrumbs, and then I'll put it on top of there. Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm gonna roll that up. Okay, roll, secure the side. And I have myself a lobster roll. So I'm gonna cut it in half. Put this here, and I'm going to use a little bit of mayo, sriracha, and then I'm gonna add in the lime. Lobster roll with me. Hold it.
See how it's like, it's not,
Yeah, well, so Matthew's eating his lobster roll. I'm gonna try my rice paper roll and see.
it's not that bad.
I like mine. Mine's very crunchy, very refreshing with the mint. The jicama and the shrimp chip just add that extra crunchiness to it. I like this. I don't really need this dipping sauce, but it tastes so much better with extra sauce. So. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.